Hello everyone, good morning, and welcome to Survival Japanese. Well, good morning for me. Today the lesson will be about remembering the kanji. Actually, I will talk about a method in particular to remember the kanji. Well, one way to remember your kanji is to write them repeatedly, just like here. This is one picture of my notebook. Just keep writing the same kanji over and over and over again. It depends. If I write the same kanji about times, then I can remember it for at least a few days, and then if I review it, then I'm good to go. One thing I do is I write the word here, one word, to remember new words. I write a word here in kanji, and then I write the hiragana next to it. So by alternating from the kanji, from the word actually in kanji, and then to the hiragana, the way to say the word, one to another, I can usually remember how to say the word. But this method is very time consuming, however, but it works. Now, for those of you who are just beginning in Japanese, you have to avoid seeing the kanji as just a mess of random strokes. There's a structure, there's a kind of a logic here. Kanjis are composed of several key elements. Key elements are also called primitive elements. I'll give you an example. This word is composed of two kanji, okay? Sentaku, which means laundry. Alright? So I will analyze in this lesson one kanji, this kanji over here. This kanji, okay, is made out of a few primitive elements. Three primitive elements actually. This one here on the left side, this one over here on top, and this one over here at the bottom. But don't worry, I'll explain everything in depth. So the primitive elements are building blocks to write the kanji. Just like the alphabet for us is used as building blocks to write words, well, the primitive elements are used as building blocks to write the kanji. By putting several primitive elements together, then you can write a kanji. Well, sometimes one primitive element by itself is also a kanji. So the first element is water. See this? 1, 2, 3. Those three strokes actually mean water as a primitive element. I've put a drawing there. Unfortunately, the picture didn't come out so well. It looked pretty good in my notebook, but I took the picture with my digital camera. It doesn't look that great. So so the first element is water. So this one over here is water. You'll see where it all comes into play a bit later. So yes, so you see water over here, as I've explained already. Now the second primitive element are feathers. Alright, so you can see the writing is a bit different, but it's the same thing. So pretty much these means feathers. Okay, so feathers for the drawing again here. So water, feathers. Okay, so first primitive element, second primitive element, and finally the last primitive element means turkey, just like this. So I don't know why I wrote that, but so yes, this is a turkey. So water, feathers, and turkey. Now what you want to do is the Heiseg method from the guy who wrote the book Remembering the Kanji, is you make up a story with the different primitive elements of any given kanji. So in our example, you have three different primitive elements, right? You have water, you have feathers, and you have turkey. So you have to think of a story which will help you remember that this character has the meaning of something related to laundry, right? So, for example, so you see here water plus feathers plus turkey. So water, feathers, and turkey. Three different primitive elements. So you have the water here, and you have the turkey and the feathers. Now the way I remember this kanji is I think about people have clothes. So when you do the laundry, you wash your clothes, right? But a turkey doesn't have any clothes, so the way I imagine it, you need to use your imagination, of course. The turkey would use water to do her laundry, to wash her feathers. So this might seem a bit far-fetched for some of you guys, but for me it works. I can remember, when I see this kanji, I remember it straight away. So yeah, think, and once again, the turkey, when he wants to do its laundry, to wash its feathers, which is pretty much the equivalent of his clothes, use water. So water, feathers, and the turkey over here. So that's all for today. So things to remember is kanjis are made out of primitive elements. Sometimes one primitive element is just a kanji on its own. And making up a story to remember the meaning of a certain kanji is one method worth a try. Well, it works for me. For other people, don't really like this method so much, but for me it works really well. So another way, of course, is to repeatedly write the kanji. So I hope this helped you a bit. So have a good one. Bye-bye.